Hi, hello. This is Ana Dominguez, your language coach, and today we are going to see together the unit 57. Remember, these short videos are for those of you who are English teachers already or are preparing the civil exam for secondary or high school civil exam next 2023, or the exam for uh, English teachers in Escuela Oficial de Idiomas or at Escuela Oficial de Idiomas, that we summarize by saying EOI, EOI in the spelling, English spelling. But anyway, that's the way we say EOI and Secundaria Inglés, the civil exams next 2023. If you are studying for that civil exam, this unit, it's highly interesting for you. And so we are going to review the unit 57 with certain ideas in less than, I hope, 20 minutes. I hope that less than 20 minutes. Let's see if I am able to do this. Remember, this is about contemporary short British novel, story and essay, selection of text, and analysis of a representative work. I'm giving you this just in case you are reviewing this for next civil exam, but if you want to study it with me, you can also receive private lessons online with me. So check information in my website in analanguagecoach.com. I continue reading. So there is the introduction, and so there is a scheme there. Then you have the bibliography that I'm giving you also in my PDFs. Then I give you also the principal questions that you could develop while studying this unit. And here it comes the what we call the outline or topic or topic summary, or lesson plan. It's the same. There are three synonyms for the same idea. Is the scheme, or we could say index of the unit, with a little information to refresh your mind. So remember, this 57 unit, it's about the short story and the novella are prose genres. Remember, this is a typical word that for us, for Spanish teachers and Spanish speakers, we kind of confuse with genders. So be careful with genres. So the short story and the novella are prose genres whose most distinctive feature seems to be their limited length, although other criteria must be taken into account. The essay in the 20th century is, in turn, virtually limited to the academic field or to journalism. That's the introduction for you to refresh the unit. Then, first point, the short story in contemporary Britain. Introduction. And then the second point, the short story, origin, background, and affinities. The short story constitutes a prose genre defined by its limited extension, about 20,000 words. I repeat, about 20,000 words, and turns around a central anecdote that once is exploded, or I think here is once exploited, or that one exploited. It could be the writer, or you could also say once exploited, makes irrelevant the continuation of the narration. The short story in Britain has received a late development due to the importance of the novel as a mode of prose writing. However, in America, both cultural and economic reasons have made possible the birth and blooming of the aforesaid genre. The British short story, some contemporary practitioners, and I'm going to tell you now that I have added here a picture because I think it's easier to remember the name and with a picture, and also I place the star sign or the astrological sign of the writer just for you to remember. So here we have three authors. One is Taurus, this Angela Carter. There you have the information of where she was born, when she died, at what age she died, and everything, but I'm going to read this information. Carter's short stories are often recreation of traditional fairy tales, often with a feminist view, and always with a twist that seeks to review the myth and try to make it relevant in the 20th century. So also I have placed here that magic realist novels and stories have typically a strong narrative drive in which the recognizably realistic mingles with the unexpected and the inexplicable, and in which the elements of dream, fairy story, or mythology combine with the everyday, often in a mosaic or kaleidoscopic pattern of refraction and recurrence. English magic realism also has some affinity with Neo Gothic, and here is interesting to see these features in her writing. Remember this face, please. And if you want more information, you can also click in my PDFs. You have the link that goes directly to Wikipedia, and then you can read more things about her and her writing. The work that I have placed here is Fireworks, 9 Profane Pieces, 1974, The Bloody Chamber, 1979, The Bridegroom, 1983, Black Venus, 1985, American Ghost and Old World Wonders, 1993, Burning Your Boat, 1995. You will hear more about Black Venus because there is also a comment later about it. I keep reading. This is now, I present here Nadine Gordimer. Nadine Gordimer is a Scorpio, as you can see, and here you have her face, and she is from South Africa, and she was born in 1923, and she died when she was 90. Her works in the short story genre are politically committed to the cause of Black citizens in South Africa. Her protest against the apartheid and censorship have been outspoken. And remember, apartheid depends on the accent. You could say it in one way or another. It's about the segregation of Black people, so the fight that they had in order to find their rights. Her collections of stories include The Soft Voice of the Serpent, 1953, Friday's Footprint, Friday's Footprint, 1960, and Livingstone's Companions, 1972. If you have read with me other speeches that we had done before related to the same topic, you probably are more familiarized with the topic of the segregation, not only in India, but also in South Africa and also in America. Anyway, she represents that kind of movement in the short novel in Britain. So we continue reading the next author, who is Allan Sillitoe. He's Pisces, as you could see, and he is from England. And I'm going to read, as you can see, there is here his picture, and then you can click on this link and continue reading more and doing more research about his work. Working class heroes in trouble, deeply social problems seem to be Sillitoe's favorite topics. The Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner, 1960, The Ratman's Daughter and Other Stories, 1964, Guzman, Go Home, and Other Stories, 1979, Men, Women, and Children, 1974. And I placed also the link that goes directly to this short novel that you could read. The novella, it is a prose genre whose length is about 40,000 words, thus escaping the level of short story or novel. The essay. Origins of the essay. The essay is a mode of prose whose official inaugurator in Europe was Michael de Montaigne. Through his essays, works in which his personal opinion about a variety of topics was lightly rendered, in Britain, Francis Bacon is regarded as the best representative of the genre in its origins. So just remember these two names, and then we continue with the British essay in the 20th century. The 20th century essay is virtually confined to the fields of journalism and academia, and is often accused of being too intellectual and complex, thus setting itself apart from its more humanistic and informative promises in previous centuries. Analysis of a sample text, Black Venus by Angela Carter. Black Venus is a literary recreation of the personality of Jane Duval. Jane Duval, Charles Baudelaire's lover and muse, through which Carter is revising the Western concepts of male and female, race, and even colonialism. So as you could see, I also have placed a link to research further about this figure. And so there is a text also that we should be reading and commenting and doing some kind of analysis. But this is just a little bit of the information. And finally, it will be important if you write your own conclusions about this topic. And that's it. This is information about these units that I'm very pleased to show you the PDF and see if we can refresh our mind with this video after we have also obviously read and studied the whole topic on your own, doing more research and understanding and remembering the main principal work that we can highlight in this unit. So I'll see you next day. If you like my video, if you think this is interesting and can help you and help others, please subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.